Students, welcome all of you in online lecture series of Internet of Things subject, in which today we are going to see the branching statements in Python programming language and what are the loops or control statements in Python programming language. So last lecture we have studied what are the basic operators in the Python programming language, or the operator which is nothing but a constructor or which can manipulate the value of operands. So again there are some types with operators, that is arithmetic, comparison, assignment, logical, bitwise, membership and identity operators. So these are all we have already studied in last lecture. So today we are going to discuss branching statements and loops. So my name is Pooja Subhashrao Deshmukh from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management College, Aurangabad. Today is our 21st lecture on this subject. So in today's lecture we are going to discuss the branching statements, in which there are 5 types, that is break statement, continue statement, return statement, pass statement, and again there are some list of statement, that is if, else if and nested. Again in loops there are 3 loops, that is while loop, for loop and nested loop. So these all are we covered in this lecture. So let's get started one by one. First of all we will see branching statements means what, or what are the rules for branching statements. First of all, Python programming language which provide 3 branching statements, that is break statement, continue statement and return statement. Also in Python language there is a pass statement which is also a branching statement, but it is null statement, means what, this statement does not contain any contains. This is the null statement. Then branching statements in Python which are used to change the normal flow of execution, which is based on some conditions. So what are the conditions while we using these statements, we will see in next session. So the return branching statement which is used to explicitly return from a method, means what, if you have to come back from the any point or any location, that at that time you can use this statement, that is return. Then break is a branching statement which is used to break the loop and transfer control to the line immediate outside the loop. For this we use break statement. Then continue again, this is the branching statement which is used to escape the current execution and transfer control back to the start or of the loop. So this is continue. Then Python programming or Python branching statements, break and continue statements, these are having 2 forms, like labeled form and unlabeled form. Again labeled means what, in branching statements there are some statements which is used to jump the flow of execution from the one part of a program to the another part of the program. And same with the unlabeled, means what, it is used to terminate the loop, that is inside the loop, or it is also used to stop the working of the switch statement. So this is labeled and unlabeled. So we will see one by one. So first of all, break statement. Break statement means what? The break statement is used to break out the loop, or it is used inside for loop and while loop to alter the normal behavior of the program. Again break will end the loop if it is in and control flows to the statement which is immediately below the loop. So we will understand by using the example. Here one example is given, that is break statement example. Suppose we are designing a loop, that is in for loop we are designing a break statement. That means what? For I means what? We are typing or writing a integer in the range of 1 comma 11. So if I is equals to 7, this is the condition. Here we are taking a break after 7, and then what? Print I means what? Here we will get the output in the form of loop terminated. Here one loop terminated by using the break statement. In this way break statement is works. Then next one is continue statement. Continue keyword is used to end the current iteration, or if we are using multiple iterations in our program, at that time if you have to continue this iterations after one by one, at that time you can use this statements, that is continue statement. So the current iteration in a loop or a while loop and continue to the next iteration. So the continue statement, which is used to skip the rest of the code inside a loop for the current iteration only, means what? The loop does not terminate but continues on with the next iteration. So let's take an example. Here there is one example, that is continue statement example. We are writing same example in this statement also, that is integer of 1 comma 11. So the continue statement example, for I means we are writing integer in the range 1 comma 11. Here instead of break we are using continue statement. Then if I is equals to 7, this is our condition. Then by continuing print I means we don't have to skip this statement, that is print I, because that's why we are using the continue word here. So in this way continue statement will works. Then next statement is return statement. Return statement means what? The return statement is used inside a function to exit it and return a value. If you don't want return a value explicitly, there is none is returned automatically in Python. If you are not return this statement, that means your program will not automatically return. So we will see by taking an example, that is Python return statement example. Here return keyword example, we are writing here a keyword. So definition function 1, that is def function 1 in braces, that is x is equals to 7. Here we are return x, means what? Here we are returning x, that is 7. Again define function 2 at a is equals to 10. Then hash 7 is return, and print function 1, again none is returned automatically. Print function 2 means what? Here we are return hash 7 value, but we are not return hash 10 value, means what? Here does not return automatically 10 value, you will get only return at 7. So in this way return statement will work. Then pass statement. Pass statement means what? The pass statement is a null statement. That's why it's nothing happens when it is executed, or it is used as a placeholder. Again empty code, which is not allowed in loops, function definitions, class definitions, or in if statement. If we have a function that is not implemented yet at that time, but we want to implement it in the future, so it will throw an indentation error exception. It shows indentation error exception. Instead of this we construct a blank body, or we are writing nothing in this body with the pass statement. So we can do same thing in an empty class also. So we will see how it will works. Here one example is shown, that is Python pass statement. Here we are writing a pass keyword example. Means what? Define function 1, that is args, with pass statement. Again class person pass means what? Printf, that is successfully executed. Here if you are not using this pass statement, it will not works. So this is all about pass statement. Again we will see there are some branching statements in Python programming language. So the Python programming language provide the types of decision making or branching statements. This is also known as decision making statements. So Python language which provide decision making statements or branching statements like if statement, if else statement, again if else with else statement, which is also known as nested if statement. So what are these? We will see. In if statement, this consists of Boolean expressions which is followed by one or more statements. Then in else statement means what? An if statement cannot be followed by an optional else statement, or which can execute when the Boolean expression is false. At that time we are using else statement. And when else or nested if statement, that is you can use one if or else if statement as a nested if statement in other programming languages. So these are three types of decision making statements. Then next one is we will see loops, or what is the loops in Python programming language. Here in general the statements which are executed sequentially. So the first statement in a function which is executed first, then followed by second and followed by third, and so on in this manner. So there may be a situation when you need to execute a block of code several number of times. At that time you have to need the loops, or programming language which provide various control structures that are allow for more complicated execution path. So the loop statement which allow us to execute a statement or group of statement multiple times. So this is why we are using this loop. Here there is a flow chart of loop, that is conditional code. If you are assigning a condition, if it is true, if the condition is true, it will get executed, or not. If condition is false, it will again check whether the condition is true or not. So in this manner it will works. Then we will see what are the loop type and what are the control statements. So Python programming language which provide some loops to handle the looping requirements. First one is while loop. While loop means what? It repeat the statement or a group of statement while a given condition is true. So if the condition is true, at that time while loop will execute, and it tests the condition before executing the loop body. It tests the condition before executing the loop body. Then for loop. For loop means what? It executes a sequence of statement multiple times and abbreviates the code or that manage the loop variable. So this loop is execute with the loop variable. Then in nested loop you can use one or more loop inside any another while, for or do while loop. So this is the condition for this. Then next one is control statements. We already studied what are the control statements, that is break, continue and pass. So we know that what is the use of this statement. Break continue statement means what? It terminate the loop statement and transfer the execution to the statement immediately by following the loop. Then in continue, it causes the loop to skip the remainder or of its body and immediately retest its condition prior to reiterating. Then in pass statement, it is null statement. So there will be does not code executed. Then next point is, what are the important of loop and control statement. So in programming language, there is a loop, or loop is a statement that contain instruction that is continuously repeat until a certain condition is reached. So loops help us to remove the redundancy of code when task has to be repeated several times or number of times. So with the use of loops, we can cut short those 100 lines of code to a few lines. Suppose you want to print text hello world in 10 times. So rather than writing a print statement 10 times, you can just make use of loops by indicating the number of repetitions needed. Here in this figure, you can see that there are number of times you are printing hello world by using the loop. So in this way, loop will be works. So here there are three types of loops. We know that is while loop, for loop and nested loop. So we will see one by one. First one is while loop. It continuously execute the statement of code as long as the given condition is true, or it first check the condition and then jump into the instruction. So the syntax of the while loop is while condition and statement of code. This is the syntax. Here you can see the flow diagram of the while loop, in which it first checks the condition and after that it executes the condition code if the condition is true, and check the condition again, or program control exit the loop if the condition is false. So in this way this will work. So we will see by an example. Here we are writing a hello world 5 times. So the number of times is equals to 1, and while with number of times is what? Less than or equal to 5. Sorry, greater than or equals to 5. Means what? Print hello world number of times plus is equals to 1. Means after iteration it will checks that is it is equal to 5 or not. So the loop runs as long as the number of time of variable is less than or equal to 5. Then the number of times which is incremented by 1 after each iteration. So in this way it will works, and at the final you will get the output, that is hello world 5 times. So in this manner you will get the while loop output. Then next one is for loop. So for loop is used to iterate over a sequence like list, type, dictionary, sets, or even strings also. So the loop statements will be executed for each time of the sequence, and the syntax of the for loop is for item in iterator, or there is some statement of code. Here you can see the flow diagram of loop, that is it takes the first item of the variable or iterable and it execute the statement and move the pointer to the next item until it reaches the last item of the sequence or last number. So we will understand by using one example. Here we are using hello world 5 times, but using the for loop, not here while loop. So list is what? 1 to 5 means what? List is equals to in square brackets, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For num, this is the syntax. While using this syntax for num in list, that is print hello world. What we have to print? That is hello world. So the variable number which is not used in this code, so we can use the below syntax, like use as underscores. So the list is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for in list, that is hello world, means what? You will get the output 5 times in the form of hello world. So in this way for loop works. Then next one is nested loop. Nested loop is a loop which mean using a loop inside the other loop, or we can use any type of loop inside any type of loop. Means what? We can use while loop inside for loop or while loop or any loop. So this is nested loop. Here we are taking one example, that is create a list of even numbers between 1 and 10. So we have to find the even numbers between 1 and 10. So how many it will get? We will see. First of all, even list is equals to what? So the for in item range, for item in the range, that is 1, 11. So why we are taking 11 here? Because we have to check between 1 and 10. So means except 10 we are writing next one number, that is 11. Then while item in %2, because this is an integer, is equal to 0. Here 0 is nothing but a 11. So the even list dot append in item, whatever the item it will check. And here again we are using break statement with print even numbers from even list. And what will get the output? First even number is 2, second number is 4, then third number is 6, and fourth number is 8, and fifth number is 10, including 10, that is even numbers. So this is the example of nested loop. Here we have studied the loops and control and branching statements in Python programming language. So I hope guys you have all understand whatever we have studied. But since anyone have doubt in this, you can contact me anytime. So thank you very much and have a good day.